Are we tired of Will Smith, Chris Rock think pieces?
Yes.
Not me.
Not me either.
Not me.
I'm
Sorry.
so over this.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a take. I loved it. I wanted to hear from Kareem. Oh my God. Yes.
What Kareem said.
Oh, say less.
People liked what.
Pull it up. You pull it up, Scream Man.
People liked our review. I think we kind of dropped the ball a little bit in our review.
Where do you think we dropped the ball at, Ish?
You? What are you talking about?
Maybe.
I'm joking. No, but no, I think that we all had our own things that we wanted to say. And in that, we weren't really able to expound. Because we kept cutting each other off in the melee. So people's points, they didn't really get an opportunity to drive them home how they should have. But I'm definitely want to hear what Kareem has to say.
Here it is.
Kareem went crazy. When Will Smith stormed onto the Oscar stage to strike Chris Rock for making a joke about his wife's short hair, he did a lot more damage than just to Rock's face. With a single petulant blow, he advocated violence, diminished women, insulted the entertainment industry, and perpetuated stereotypes about the black community. Actually, it was the opposite. Smith's slap was... okay. Actually, it was the opposite. Smith's slap was also a slap to women. If Rock had physically attacked Pinkett Smith, Smith's intervention would have been welcome. Or if he'd remained in his seat and yelled his post-slap threat, that would have been unnecessary but understandable. But by hitting Rock, he announced that his wife was incapable of defending herself against words. From everything I had seen of Pinkett Smith over the years, she's a very capable, tough, smart woman who can single-handedly take on a lame joke at the Academy Awards show. He went on. He made a lot of points. It was long. I don't want to see him punished or ostracized because of this one, albeit a big one, mistake. I just want this to be a cautionary tale for others not to romanticize or glorify bad behavior. And I want Smith to be the man who really protects others by admitting the harm he's done to others. He went on to say that we shouldn't have done shit like this in front of white people. It sets us back mad long and blah, 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 blah. But you should read it yourself because it was well thought out, as you would expect Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to be. So I enjoyed that one. There's a few other people that have given their 2 cents that I've enjoyed hearing from. One of those people being D.L. Hughley, who recently, maybe 2 days ago, gave an apology to Chris Rock. And he went on to say that a lot of attention was paid to Chris and his state of mind. I mean, not Chris, Will and his state of mind that night. But not enough attention was paid to Chris Rock. And I think a lot of us were guilty of that. Mm-hmm. Certainly myself. Indeed. I would like to apologize to Chris Rock because I felt that way leaving the pod as well and listening back. And that was highlighted further for me when it was revealed that Chris Rock's trauma was being bullied and being beat up at comedy clubs and at school for being small.
No, he went to he went to 2 separate high schools. He talked about it. He went to 2 separate high schools. He went to an all-white high school. He said they used to be spitting on him and everything when he went to high school.
But I mean, it was such a big deal. It's happening at the Oscars. It's Will Smith. It's Chris Rock. And we know Chris Rock to be, we don't know him to be fucking a nutcase or erratic. We know him to be Chris.
A comedian.
I see why that was natural for all of us to do, but as more information kept coming out, I kept feeling worse and worse. Will Packer did an interview where he says the cops laid out all the options in front of Chris Rock, and it was Chris to say,
he was dismissing him like,
I don't want to do any of those things. I don't want y'all to go forcibly remove him. I don't want him arrested. I don't want him handcuffed. I don't want him anything. Further cemented for me when I think it was Wanda Sykes, I want to say, said she saw Chris later that night and he apologized to her. And she was like, for what? And he said, because this was supposed to be for y'all, a moment for y'all's big moment. And unfortunately, this debacle is going to take all the steam away from what otherwise was a beautiful night. So for that, I want to apologize. Like, you thinking of the mind, that guy that's apologizing even as the victim, that guy who still has mercy on his attacker, please don't lock him up. After going through all this therapy to deal with how you felt about or feel about getting beat up as a child or as a young adult, like, I felt really ignorant. That I didn't pay that a little more attention. I'd like to apologize to Chris Rock for that, and just shout him out for how he's handling all this. That was further cemented to me by watching how his brother Tony Rock is handling all of this. He sounds angry as he types.
Yeah, he's pissed.
He sounds pissed, rightfully so. Even more cemented to me as I think about all the people in my life that I've seen get smacked and how demoralizing it was. Even if it was in front of 5 people, if it was in front of a girl, if it was spring break. Cancel culture, I'm coming back to y'all and...
Like, he got kids, too. Chris Rock has kids. You get what I'm saying?
Friends
like, and all
and
of that.
loved ones.
I agree.
Like, I think some of that fell short on me.
And the crazy part, another part, I ain't mean to cut you off, so I'm sorry.
You cut me off, and we're not cutting people off.
Yeah, we're not cutting people off. I saw something that said a couple years ago, Chris Rock came out and said he has a non-verbal disorder where he can only understand words. So it's
he don't
like,
read the room well.
Right, he doesn't. So in that situation, when you see the video of him like really not knowing what the hell's going on afterwards, he looked lost. Like, I don't even know what to do. He was handing out the award, and he was just like a shell of himself. Like, he wasn't even in there.
I don't think any of us would know what to do getting smacked in front
But I'm
of
saying
20
now,
million people.
it's just, it goes to what you were saying about us not taking him into consideration. Is kind of what I meant. And then you find out he has that disorder. So now here it is, an act that just came up out of nowhere. Boom, this happens. And what next? I don't even understand what just happened, why it happened, or nothing.
Yeah. While I
them.
think that the joke didn't need to be said, I certainly need to express that the punishment didn't fit the crime. I in no way, shape, or form feel that Chris Rock should have had hands put on him because of a G.I. Jane joke.
But we talked about that previously.
That's what I said.
It wasn't the joke.
That's what I said.
I know. I just want to make it clear in case it was not made clear
I said
last
that.
podcast.
I said that from day one. Like, yo, that wasn't even in my opinion, it wasn't. But again, it's not my opinion to make when the joke is about somebody else. We've seen harmful jokes. We've seen jokes that have gone in my... But again, that's not for us to gauge. You know what I mean? What is harmful, what crosses a line, it's not really for us to gauge. The joke isn't about us. And wherever they were in their headspace at that particular time when he made the joke, and how Will Smith responded is not really for us. I just think it was a bad look for everybody. I don't even care about what the white people feel about what took place. I just think it was a bad look on a national stage for everybody involved. And again, I think more needs to be talked about as to how Will Smith got to where he is. Because everybody started talking about his book and how that's one of the things. Everybody got to read his book. Everybody got to read his book. He talks about in his book how he felt like a coward because his mother was physically assaulted and he was a small kid and he couldn't do much about it. So it's haunted him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like a sucker your whole entire life. And I think that was his way of maybe lashing out for somebody and protecting somebody that he loved because when he was small, he couldn't do that.
For me, that's publicist shit.
I'm not
You are 53 years old.
Dog.
Don't tell me about what happened in your childhood that has shaped how you are interpreting real life situations today. And if that's the case, then you skip some of the work.
Yeah. So my thing in that was, cool, let that stand. But throughout the course of the last 2 years, we've seen him being abused in the media. And the people that were initiating some of that abuse are some of the people that should have been loving him the entire time. And so I think that when I first said it, this smack wasn't even for Chris Rock. It might have been for people that he couldn't smack.
Right.
Yeah, but it's again, in the days after the event, I processed just differently. Sucks that Will Smith has been emasculated so much that the solution for him was to emasculate another figure that way. Like, that's nasty for me.
But that goes into your work.
On the rewatch, and I understand that Chris Rock is a victim here, and I'm not making it racy, but on the rewatch, I don't even like how Chris Rock joked about the previous white couple and their greatness by both being nominated, and how you took are prominent black couple and chose to joke about them. I'm not saying that was at the tip of his mind, but on the rewatch.
What you mean? He was saying like, yo, both of them got nominated. So
That's a great joke.
A great joke, because both of them, now, I don't want you to win, you don't want me to win, because we're going to have a beef at home.
Hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So now y'all both rooting for him to win.
But
so
the
that we
joke
could keep our peace in our household.
But
That's
that
funny.
joke is rooted in greatness.
That's funny.
Now you take our black great couple, and none of the jokes are rooted in greatness, even though for us, they are great.
It was only one joke, right?
Well, they better hope Will Smith wins is one joke.
That was toward them.
But that was the introduction to the joke.
That was
but that was a
introduction
joke.
to them, to get them onto them. Like it was a segue. I think he only made the real one joke. Like and
It was that and the G.I. Jane. That's 2 sentences, 2 jokes. Who's he?
That's the Riley's people.
Oh, great. Yeah, I need to know those things.
Yeah.
Huh?
You met him.
I don't know who I met, nigga.
Come on. I was trying to not.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And shout out to Questlove and his people. They felt kind of upstaged by the whole thing happening, you know.
As they should have.
Yeah, as they should have.
Everyone should have.
Yeah.
And that's what Chris Rock apologized to Wanda Sykes for. He said basically you guys were killing the whole night. Regina, Wanda, and Amy. And he's like, yo, basically y'all would have gotten the shine. Because some people said that Regina made a joke. That wasn't the best joke. And it got overlooked.
I don't know what that joke is.
Cool.
I don't know what
It's
people
cool.
said.
But he said basically this is going to put a black eye on y'all day. Y'all would have had the shine from the day, and they're not going to talk about that. They're only going to talk about the smack.
Yeah, I'm mad that this happened on Will Packer's night. I'm mad that this happened on Questlove's night. The three amazing black women hosts. It was just a lot of greatness. Yeah, I'm done.
It's a deeper thing here where it's just like we talked about it when we was talking about, you know, laying on a horn behind somebody at a traffic light. Like you just don't know what people are going through and what that small thing can set them off.
I don't do it.
And that's
Well,
kind
you'll
of
never know what people are going through if they keep pushing out this picture perfect bullshit.
Sometimes that's all they know.
Yo, they dug up the clip of Will Smith on the Elliot interview where he's saying, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. The public knows me as Will Smith. I got to smile, I got to shake hands, I got to kiss babies. But who I am, sometimes I want to smack the shit out of people. That's a real haunting clip to hear. Now, you add that with him slapping the guy on the
dude that
reporter
kissed him or something.
dude, whatever that was. For me, you add that too. I went back. I would listen to the podcast. I told you I listened to that podcast a million times.
Yeah.
A really good pod. But as I heard myself talking about all the things that Will was doing that made me come up with whatever my take was all those years back, Will also had this period where he was just putting the phone to himself and giving like a life jewel, giving like some therapeutic genius shit that would help to your when he popped on as content creator.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't happening before.
I was about to say, when did the period stop?
He stopped. After the August shit, we
doing
didn't
it.
see it anymore.
You're right.
We didn't see it anymore.
You're right. You're right.
This is a beautiful shot, this Elliot and Will and B-Dot. And look at that shot. Fucking big, beautiful curtains. Anyway, yeah, man. I mean, if everybody's running around trying to be picture perfect and we going off pictures, then we won't never take anybody's
Humanistic side. You're creating a facade as almost as if you're just happy-go-lucky all the time.
And we know that's not.
And that's not life
It's not
for
real life.
anybody. But then, conversely, you are being dragged in the media based on things that, or images and stories that somebody that loves you is putting out to the media to judge as they wish. So whatever the meaning behind it is, because people say, oh, they didn't mean it like that, or somebody didn't mean it like that. The mass public don't know what you mean. They know what you say. So when you say certain shit, especially when your husband or your family members are already under certain levels of scrutiny, it's damaging. And you might not be able to lash out at that person. So now the first motherfucker to say something, Mitch said in the car, anybody that says some hater shit, they dead, B. Because you got to lash out at somebody.
Somebody got to catch it.
Yeah.
And I can't direct it to who I really want to direct it to.
There you go.
So I got to bottle it up.
And so I think that we lost
break.
some of that and blaming Chris Rock on somebody else's anguish. I don't think Chris Rock was the source of that anguish.
So your thing isn't necessarily what he did, but how did he get to the point where he even had to where he broke to do this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think normal Will Smith, from our perspective, is a level-headed dude? He's really mild-mannered, oftentimes jovial, happy type of guy. You think in any other forum or any other circumstances that comment would have set him off if he didn't have the last 2 years he had?
Probably not.
See, I come from a different place. How do I know that Will Smith
Is a level-headed, happy guy.
I don't
That's
know
what he tells
any
the
of
world.
that.
You're right. That is true. You are correct.
He has been perfect picture
You are
guy
correct.
most of my life.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's true. That could just be that. That could be an act that we don't know. I agree with that.
But that's the thing. You never know.
Mhm.
You're never gonna know what these people are really dealing with.
That's true.
And sometimes it just spills over.
Or how they really are. That's true.
You don't know nothing about these people, and that goes for everybody. I wish y'all stopped thinking y'all know people just because you see them on the internet or on television
Yeah,
or
people act
whatever.
real familiar, man.
And how quickly the world just flipped on Chris Rock was crazy.
That fucked me up.
They just start painting a horrible picture of Chris Rock. He may be horrible. I don't know him to be horrible. I know him to be a cool dude. But they immediately start just putting out old footage of all his mistakes. And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy.
Well, the internet is there to demonize people.
Yeah.
The internet is gonna weigh who we like better.
Who they like.
That's all. I've
The
been
like
saying
awards.
It's
The
who they
like
like.
awards.
who we like more. That's it. I don't care about the facts. I don't care about anything in front of me. Which one of you do I like more?
You can hear their brain short circuiting when they like both parties.
Yeah.
Now they gotta figure out who we like more.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I do? I can't compute. Oh, what do I do? I like both. Ah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, these niggas don't know what the fuck to think.
No, in hindsight, though, I feel sorry for both of them. I really do. Because it's a blemish that's going to go on both of their records forever. This never gets forgotten and not talked about. Whereas if he smacked
That's what D.L. Hughley said. D.L. Hughley was like, yo, we're not even going to remember what Chris Rock said. In the future, we ain't gonna have no idea what he said. We're going to remember that he got smacked.
So you smack him behind closed doors.
No, you don't smack him, but if you have to, yeah.
If you gotta smack him or address it, you do it behind closed doors because it takes away from their overall. This is gonna last forever.
And guess what?
And that shit
That's
is
in my
soft, man. You
lawsuit.
did that shit to Chris Rock, man. I don't want to hear that shit. You did that shit to Chris Rock, who weighs 140 pounds. Yo, stop.
You know what I mean? Ish?
Stop it, man.
I know.
It's nasty.
That's in my lawsuit.
I said that,
I gotta live with this forever.
and it damages my brand.
Oh yeah.
Listening back, I wasn't so mad at your take. I'm mad you listen to drill music and have that take, but
Why? That's just being a fan of a consumer of something. It's not me. I keep telling y'all I'm me. All day.
Let him live in his truth, Joe.
I am.
That's right. Let me
I'm
thank
not
you.
saying
Let
a
me
word.
live in my truth.
Yo, that second week is a lie, too, all that truth. Go ahead, keep going.
Why?
Go ahead. Because you won't talk. If you talk, I won't have to talk.
We was talking.
All right, so keep
you
talking.
just jumped in and told me about the second week that I don't care about.
About
Go
yo.
ahead.
Damn, but no.
Try to blame his nutcases on
I'm with you,
somebody
Ish.
else.
I do feel sorry for everyone involved, and this is going to be a stain.
I don't want to see Will Smith on Red Table Talk.
Shit,
They already scheduled it.
nigga, it was scheduled when it happened.
And I'm going to watch it, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
See, this is to me.
She told him you ain't going nowhere else but
See,
here.
to me, when he gets on Red Table Talk,
Uh-huh.
you are opening yourself up to more public criticism and scrutiny. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah, it's time for
do this in a
privacy.
year or two.
yeah.
If it comes up in a year or two,
Or
you
go
sit
sit
on
somewhere else and do it.
Yeah, like if Elliot and them call you back in 2 years, talk about it. But for you to do this while it's fresh and new, i.e. the August Alsina shit, you are asking for public scrutiny and criticism.
Yeah.
So now you can't be mad at the people when they start creating memes and all this goofy shit. You can't be mad at them because you're subjecting yourself to it.
You're right.
That shit is crazy, bro. It's like some attention, thirsty, starving. These people nuts.
Those are just our Oscars afterthoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only reason I even really had all these afterthoughts is because the Grammys are Sunday.
Yeah, they sure are.
The Grammys
I
are
didn't
Sunday.
know that.
They sure are.
April 3rd.
Who's hosting the Grammys this year?
Who knows?
I don't know, but it's going to be somebody's job,
Trevor
I
Noah.
think.
Oh.
We knew that. Because we talked about this last week, 2 weeks ago.
I like Trevor Noah a lot.
I love
Me too.
Trevor Noah.
I don't know if I like him as the Grammy host, but I like him a lot.
He should be good. In
And
that
I'm
role.
down to give him a shot.
I think he did
he
it. He
definitely-
did some other.
He
award.
did a
might
different
have been-
award.
it might-
It was one of the other awards,
might
a
have
major.
been.
It was a major. It was in a major. But I like
Trevor
Trevor.
Noah, I think, is going to find a classy way to address this.
Yeah,
He will.
and probably still funny because he's a comedian. You know what I mean? He's gonna make it lighthearted in a way.
But
He's good at that.
But deep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him. I think
I hope the Grammys runs without incident.
I'm sure they're gonna be extra vigilant.
That's not. I don't think there's going to be incident. Security is on point.
they've told
If anything, I hope they don't.
Well, I don't
If
mean
anything,
like
they spoof it.
somebody running on the stage. I don't mean like violence.
No, they passed the memo. You niggas going to jail. Somebody come up here doing some dumb shit, y'all going to jail.
Like you should have in the
Will
beginning.
Smith going to jail would have fixed that little Jaden tweet. They're like, yeah, that's my dad
Yeah,
right there.
that's how we do.
I'm proud. That's how we do it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me
Say
show you.
less.
Let me show you what happened when you do it.
Yeah, you little privileged LA niggas don't know nothing about going to Rikers after you hit somebody.
Yeah, so I ain't even gonna sing it.
I got you right now.
Yeah, you got me.
I got you. Even though they did like you singing it.
Nah, you put your head back.
Because that came from the soul.
That came from the soul.
I meant that.
He put his head back and
Meant
started
that.
yelling into the sky. Guess
Every
who
single bar.
This nigga stupid.
Ice is one of the sewers.
Yes. Leave me alone.
I intend.
So stop talking.
Noodle bun. Enough, Daddy.